The universe was created. Stars and planets without number were flung in every direction. Today we see into the heavens with strong telescopes, helping us to understand its origin. Not made by human hands and conceived with intellect beyond our understanding, we stand amazed at the vastness of it all. As time rolls along, stars travel through a life cycle. We observe their maturation in only a narrow slit of time. Inside the nebula, there are balls of gas and dust, composed primarily of hydrogen and helium. In some parts of the nebula, there are places where gravity pulls gas and dust together to form clumps. As the mass of the clumps gets bigger, its gravitational pull starts to pull in other atoms. This stage is what scientists call accretion. Protostars are very unstable, and in order to maintain life, the protostar will have to find equilibrium. This is the part in a star's life where it spends most of its time. This stage is called the main sequence. Once nuclear fusion is achieved, stars shine light into space. Over billions of years, due to the lack of heat and light energy lost, the star slowly shrinks. As the star shrinks, the temperature, density, and pressure increases. There are two parts to a star, the core and the atmosphere. The core is the most dense part of the star, the gravitational center, and the place where fusion happens. The atmosphere of the star helps move the heat and light around so the star does not have too much heat in one area and not enough in another. Equilibrium normally happens during the main sequence. The moment a star reaches equilibrium, it starts to fuse hydrogen into helium. In a star, there is approximately 95% hydrogen and 5% helium. After most of the hydrogen has been fused to helium, the fusion process stops. This makes the star temperature drop. The core contracts. This is what things do when they get cold. But in the star, the denser it becomes, the more action there is inside the star. This makes the temperature rise, which in turn makes a nuclear fusion stage to restart, and the cycle continues. That is, until the star is 100% helium. At this point, the star has entered old age. Helium burning is the start of the finish for stars that live most of their lives in the main sequence. To maintain equilibrium, the star has to burn helium and fuses it into carbon. It takes a temperature of 10 by 10 to the 7th power Kelvin, when it takes only 2 by 10 to the 7th power Kelvin to burn and fuse hydrogen. This is a massive difference. Helium in the core is rapidly burning, and gravity, to maintain equilibrium, is contracting the core. The atmosphere keeps expanding to distribute the massive heat and light into space. This is the stage called a red giant. The core runs out of helium to burn, so in an effort to stay stable, it will turn on the only gas it has left. Remember, helium was fused into carbon, so the core will contract to stay hot and initiate the carbon burning. The atmosphere gets to be so large that it is unmaintainable, and so the supernova stage happens, where the atmosphere layers of the star are shed. After this, the core of the star collapses in on itself. The collapse is so powerful that the protons and the electrons form into neutrons. The neutron star is so dense that because of the gravity on Earth, 1 teaspoonful is equal to 1 billion tons.